Good morning. Tom here with today's 2-Minute Truth. Investment. What are wise and important and smart investments? That's what we're going to talk about today in today's 2-Minute Truth. I'm going to start with a quote from one of the greatest investors that ever lived. He says, and I quote, "New commandment I give to you, you would love one another, as I have loved you, that you would also love one another. In that, all men will know that you are my disciples by your love for one another." That's right. That was a quote from Jesus Christ. John chapter 13, verse 34 and 35, actually. He was the ultimate example of a great investor. He invested into man. He invested into us. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17, "As iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens a friend." When we look at that, man can also be referred to as male, champion, or even a husband. When we look at friend, that can also be referred to as a brother, an associate, fellow, neighbor, and a lover. You see, throughout Scripture, we read about how important it is to love our fellow man, our brother and sister. And again, another quote from the great investor himself, Jesus Christ. He says, encouraging his disciples, "Heal the sick, raise the dead, cure leprosy, and cast out demons. Freely give as you have been freely given." And it even says in Mark chapter 10, he says, "The Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve others and to give his life as a ransom for us." You see, we get caught up in our daily lives thinking that it's all about us when really it's not. As a Christian, you can go from the front of the Bible to the back and you will find verse after verse after verse of investing in one another. If you're struggling with something, the best way to find the light through that struggle is to love on and invest in another person. The ways we can invest in each other can be as easy as mowing somebody's lawn, putting an arm around them, giving them a hug, simply praying, or sitting up late at night as they cry in their coffee mug over a trouble that they're going through at that time. Mother Teresa once said, "The greatest disease in the West today is not TB, tuberculosis, or leprosy. It is being unwanted, unloved, and uncared for. We can cure a physical disease with medicine, but only the cure for loneliness, despair, and hopelessness is love. There are many in the world who are dying for a piece of bread, but there are many who are dying for a little love." The poverty in the West is a different kind of poverty. It is not only a poverty of loneliness, but also of spirituality. There's a hunger for love as there is a hunger for God. I want to encourage you guys, find a way that you can invest in one another and love on one another as Jesus Christ has called us to. Have a good day.